Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Whoa, James.
Whoa.
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 You know what day it is.
It's
Pinecone Day, James.
Pinecone Day. It's Jimmy Tree Legs.
Jimmy Tree Legs Day. Here he is in his little tiny basket of pine
Of
cones.
pine cones.
Yeah, it's our fictitious holiday. If you're new to this show and not true to this show, we invented a holiday because, let's face it, everybody's inventing holidays or just days for themselves.
Well,
Hot Dog Day.
We always, this is always a debate of how it happened because the conversation, if you go back to the tape, if you roll the tape, which fortunately we actually have.
Sure.
But if you roll the tape, we were talking about like not having, because we're so white, even though I thought I was Mexican for a long time and was really trying to like hold on to those traditions. They never really felt right to me. So I was like, as super, super white people, there's no real, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Day that's like yours.
Yeah.
That's like a thing that you do. And we, you know, what's the tradition of that day besides fucking just the things that everybody else is doing, right? Mm-hmm. And so we made up the Jimmy Tree Legs as the tradition. And it's fun to be like, and then the kids, you know?
Yeah.
In the same way that people talk about like
December 16th.
a Lunar New Year party.
Yeah, December 16th every year is Pinecone Day.
Yep.
Jimmy Tree Legs shimmers down the chimney, frightens children, and leaves raw pine cones out all over your house, and then ends your life.
Yeah.
And I'm fully prepared for that today.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't end your life.
Well,
he just scares
people have died.
The children.
People have died.
Well, that's the lore. You know, that's the legend.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's what's so scary to the kids.
Yes.
Because they hear all those stories. And Jimmy Tree Legs loves twins.
Oh, loves them.
He loves to kill twins.
Yes.
So if you have twins, if you are a twin.
Identical twins. If you have fraternal twins, your kids are fine.
I don't even count you as twins.
No.
The world doesn't either.
No. You got to be identical. You got to be dressed
otherwise
the same.
they're like, oh, you're the same
who cares?
age.
Who cares?
Okay.
Who cares?
Something went wrong. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's what you think.
Yeah. But anyways, if you're out there, happy Pinecone Day, everybody.
Yeah.
Still selling Pinecone Day shirts on drinkingbros.com and the merch store. I survived Pinecone Day.
Yeah.
I hope you did too. Okay?
Yeah.
It's a...
Think like Groot meets Slender Man, as far as like if you're getting a visual for a Jimmy Tree Leg.
Yeah.
Coming up to the window of the kids, putting pine cones all over the floor. Pine cones famously aren't as like fun and decorative as they look. They're quite sharp and deadly.
It's like stepping on a worse version of a Lego.
Yes.
With a bare foot.
Yes, with like spikes all over it.
Yeah.
And anytime you crush down on it, the spikes go even more.
Yeah.
Because it crushes and then...
It's the worst. Mm-hmm. But that's Pinecone Day, so enjoy it, everybody. Take time to hug your loved ones because you might not see them again tomorrow. And I'm fully prepared for that. I said goodbye to my children this morning before they went to school. And I said, I love you. I might not survive Pinecone Day today.
Right. You said, have fun with old Jimmy Tree Legs.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, and they immediately started crying.
Yeah.
Like, could not take them to school because they were inconsolable.
Bawling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like part of the magic and the tradition.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? And I hope you're all gathered around. Bill Schofield said he submitted the paperwork to officially mark December 16th as Pinecone Day this morning. You're welcome, Nooners. I hope that comes true.
Can I tell you something? Ruben would. And he might actually like...
This is Bill Schofield.
I thought you said Ruben Schneider.
No. Craigers is saying happy Pinecone Day. Happy birthday, Alex Chichoff. Congratulations. Your birthday's on Pinecone Day, and that'll never change. So you're going to have to share it with Jimmy Treelegs. It's like being born on Christmas.
Yeah.
You're sharing it with Jesus.
Yeah.
And that's a birthday that you're not going to beat. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a Jordan or a Kobe or somebody like that. But a normal person walking around in the world with a normal job, you're not going to beat Christ on the 25th, you know?
Yeah.
The only person I can say that beats him is Ricky Henderson. Sorry. Ricky stole more bases, okay?
Than Christ?
Yeah. He was born on Christmas as well. And that's about the only person I can name, you know? Other than that, if you're born on Christmas, that's your parents' fault. They should have waited until the 26th or the 24th. New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve would have been fine, you know, squirt out a baby.
No, any time around then. You're not having a birthday
That's true.
party.
That's
Everybody's
true.
out of town. They're all like
Holiday parties.
You talk to anyone right now, they're basically either they're already on vacation. Bob, I'm sorry. You have the microphone up. What's going on?
Don't fucking march.
Yeah.
What?
Don't fucking march.
Don't march?
No fuck March.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
9
fuck
months.
in March.
Is that a thing? Is that widely known?
It is now.
Yeah.
Is it a fraternity thing? I mean, please.
So we have no November and no fuck March.
No simp
So what
September.
happens
Sim
if
September?
you fucking November though?
You're
it's
good.
just no nut. You
Right.
can,
Yeah,
it's just
that's
no
like
nut.
no jerking off anything.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you could edge.
Soak.
Soak.
Yeah, you could soak
edge,
for a little bit.
Or what's the other one where someone else jumps on the bed? Have we heard of this one?
What?
Tempur-Pedic.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to feel anything.
No, it's a new one where
Sorry, rich
two people
boy.
are soaking and then someone else jumps on the bed
Yeah.
so that you're not actually. It's called a thing. It's a TikTok, whatever. But
Really?
there's all different ways that these weird kids are getting around.
God is very particular. He's like, you can soak, and someone else can jump on the bed to make you
As
hump
long
back
as
and
it's
forth.
not you.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Making it, if it's like some kind of
He's like, you got me.
It's called jump humping.
jump pumping.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Jump
A
pumping.
third person jumps on the bed. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I don't understand. I have a hard time.
All Dan said was
This was a-
Tempur-Pedic.
This was a Mormon teen trend on TikTok.
Yeah.
Is this
God.
And it all
Yeah,
comes from
threesome.
the Mormons, right? Anything fucking weird, no offense,
Yeah.
comes from the Mormons.
No, it's all weird. Like any hardcore religion where you're just like, what are you doing?
It's very true.
Fuck.
It's very true.
Our CFO is, he's a hardcore Jew. What's the highest? What's the
Orthodox.
Yeah.
Jew, yeah. What's the highest level
My God, man.
you can get to in Jew?
800 holidays. I've never seen anything like it. But in a lot of it, you can't eat, and there's sundown. You can't have electronics, everything else. And I'm like, why? Do you really think you're going to get up there and God's going to be like, whatever God
Although
you
I-
believe in is going to be like, well,
I will say
you're on your
this.
iPad that day during Sabbath or whatever. It's like, no.
Yeah. But as far as like the hardcore religions and crime stuff, cult stuff, anything like that I've, gotten real deep into, it's, a lot of crazy Christianity, crazy Mormonism,
Yeah.
crazy Catholicism, not necessary. I don't have any
Islam?
stories about
Islam?
a Jewish cult. Or is it just...
There's
Is there any like famous where it's like they were following?
they got some like sketchy Catholic stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
What,
Yeah.
Jews?
No.
Orthodox and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Orthodox.
You just don't hear about it.
Yeah.
Orthodox Jews.
Yeah.
For sure.
There
No,
is
no,
some
no.
weird
You're
kid
right, you're
stuff
right, you're
going
right.
on.
You're right.
But it's not a cell. It's not hot like a priest or whatever. You know what I mean?
But
No.
I mean, you could go down all of them. Catholics, like you can go down all the religions and be like, cool, man. In what world is diddling kids part of the religion?
Right.
I told you what the breaking point was. Like I was raised Catholic, right?
Mm-hmm.
I told you what the breaking point was, right?
What was
Ever
it?
tell this story? My parents got divorced when I was 2. My mom got remarried, I think, at 4. Either way, I've had my stepdad my entire life, essentially, or whatever. They wanted to raise me in some form of organized religion, and so it was Catholicism, if you will. And they went into the priest, and they were like, well, we can have him, because I was going to take the communion classes and all that stuff, which I did. And they were like, we can have him here at the church, but he is a bastard. He's a bastard, bastard baby,
Right.
bastard boy that you're raising. Because
I mean, they weren't wrong.
no, weren't wrong. But
Do you know
then
what I mean?
they
It was facts.
then
but
they asked
yeah.
for $3,500 to waive that,
Yeah.
to waive my bastardism. So for $3,500, you're no longer a bastard in the eyes of Jesus.
That makes sense to me. It's transactional. It's the other stuff that's like, do you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's the other, it's the grooming, it's the people that are so into what?
Ross, does that change with inflation? How did they come
Yeah.
up with this $3,500
Yeah,
number?
because what is it? It must be more now.
I'm 32, and this was, late 90s. So what, Jesse? Okay?
I know.
I've gone back to the new
the
guy.
camera's not even on me. I can laugh.
Put a picture up from the new guy. I look identical right now. With that, Jabes,
Sure.
I didn't know this story. Obviously, I was a kid.
Right.
Found out later when I was just like, hey, are we going to church or whatever? And they were like, well, do you want to go to church? I was
Right.
like, not really. Do you guys care? They were like, no. And then we had a sit-down conversation of, hey, well, then what's with the religion? Why did you put me in this or whatever? And they were like, look, we wanted you to have some form of organized religion, and then you make your own choice as you grow older of what you want to do and what you believe in and everything else. And it was, I think, in my opinion, the best way to do it, where you were like, oh, all right, great. It's when you're forcing it on people and kids and things like that, where you're like, no, you've got to do this. This is your religion. You've got to do this. It was like, where in the lineage? Go back to a 23andMe or whatever it is and see, if your great-grandpappy came over on an old Viking ship and he was Catholic or whatever. Find out. Because if you're just born with it and it wasn't in your lineage since the dawn of...
I just think pick a social, benign, get together with people in the neighborhood type of church.
You know when I realized it was
Baptist,
hilarious?
You know what I mean? Where it's just like,
You know when I realized it was hilarious was if you go to a Catholic church, especially the one I was going to in Atlanta as a kid, a lot of kneeling and then standing. I mean, you were on your knees for a half hour out of that hour mass, and you're just like,
Sure.
Jesus, man, Christ, give me a break, literally. Give me a break.
Yeah. These other, the ones that I would suggest or maybe go to because our son is kind of asking about it is just like that where there's isn't God awesome?
Yeah.
And they play music and
So
isn't awesome God?
cut to college, right? Cut to college. Some people in my fraternity were like, hey, we're going to this thing for, Bob, are you Catholic?
Yeah.
What was the Ash Wednesday?
Ash Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday.
Do you do all that stuff? Are we offending you?
Yeah,
I don't give a
we
fuck.
do it.
Yeah.
You are offended?
I just want to be seen, so that's why I do it.
That's why you shaved your beard? I see you.
I don't actually go to church. I actually I light up a cork, kind of take the ash from that, and I put it on. I do it myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, you do it on your own.
Yeah, but now Bob's offended.
Now I am.
He wasn't
yeah.
before.
Dude,
By my bullshit.
I could tell
but-
on him. I'll tell on him. It's fine.
Dude,
I'll
No,
go to
but-
You can
confession.
confess. You can confess on other people too. That's
Yeah.
what I'll tell you.
I'll
Can
go
you?
to confession.
I like
It'll
that
be good.
shit.
Like I'm fine.
do it on your own.
Yeah. Be like, well, my friend.
Yeah.
I didn't really sin, but my friend.
My friend. But in college, I went to an Ash Wednesday thing with some fraternity brothers, and they were like, hey, we're going to church. And I was like, bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer. And they were like, no, it's a fun thing. You'll like it. Showed up, and it was like a guy who looked like Jesus, but had Birkenstocks on and shit. And it was just him with a guitar, and there was folding chairs set up. So I was like, oh,
Love it.
we're not kneeling at all. And he was just playing different songs that he had
That's my
written
speed.
about Christ on his own. And there was a couple hippie girlfriends that he was probably fucking, both of them. And they were playing tambourines and
And
some
that
other
man
shit, throwing them out to the crowd. And I was like,
David
now
Koresh, yeah.
now I can get into this. Now I can take another man inside of me. We're doing
And
the thing, and it's
that's how
fun. I caught the tambourine.
That's how they get it.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
Is they take people that are kind of on the fence, whatever, and
Giorgio.
then they make it very just fun, inviting.
Giorgio is easily susceptible to a cult and or some weird religion.
Me too.
Religion, no.
But
You would do it
yes.
for a girl.
Colt, yes.
You would do it for a hot girl. I guarantee it. You'd flip in a second.
No, because like as we were talking about earlier and what we've proven, like it's cyclical. So once I get done, it's just I'm totally done with it.
Right, but
Yeah.
you'd be in though for a good 2 years before you get yourself out of it, and then you feel guilty about it, and then you probably still send in donations to whatever church that was.
Right, I would still want the church to like have a good life and like be a good organization later.
Sure.
Probably still good things. I just could no longer go to the church,
Right.
or ever wanted to see the church again, or visit anyone from the church.
Stop
or,
projecting.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
this is gonna happen.
Yeah, that's deeper. There was so many layers to that whole thing.
Yeah. Pop it up. You can pop up that new guy thing. I see it in the corner. Go ahead, Bob. Boom. I weigh less than I do in that fucking movie that was 20 years ago.
The hair in this, I brought
Same.
the GIF. It's God,
Look at
it's
that.
so good.
High forehead. Still have the high forehead. The whole fucking shit, dude.
I bet you didn't even have gel in there. It was trained from the blowouts every day.
No, hair's too straight. I had to wax it. Had to wax that up. But yeah, way less now than I did in that fucking movie. So you're welcome.
Don't be saying you're welcome to me.
Going back. Even my Clayton Crawford hit me up yesterday and he was like, "Hey, dude, you doing okay?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Saw one of the videos.
Uh-huh.
You look like a shell of yourself." And that's when I went into, well, hate to break it to you, man, but I just got cast in the prequel to Philadelphia. And he was like, "Oh, Jesus, man, that's dark." And I go, "What? We never saw Tom Hanks getting the AIDS. Like, I want to see him getting who was the guy that fucked him? Like, we never saw the gay sex he was having.
Did. There were flashbacks.
I want to see the graphic
I
parts."
don't believe Banderas was the one who gave him HIV.
No.
No.
He was the one that was
but
with
I thought
him.
there was like, oh, okay. I thought there was, no, he wasn't, but weren't they like kind of open relation? Anyway, I'm not going to go into it.
I'm
Not
doing the
gonna go
movie.
into
Prequel.
Yeah, you should know.
Yeah.
I don't
I
need
got
to
to
into
go
it.
back to Philly. Delco's going to give me a ride. Oh, you're flying now. You're flying now.
flying,
Yeah. He was going to drive 24 hours.
Well, he's still going to not get there for 24 hours.
Maybe.
Well, he's flying out
Is
on,
it direct?
Yeah, it's direct. I don't fly anything but direct.
All right, good. Good.
Sure, but
He'll make it on a direct. We won't.
On
We've got to
Christmas Eve?
stop. Are you flying? No, actually, no one flies on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I'm flying Christmas Eve.
Yeah, no one flies on Christmas
so
Eve.
is that the counterintuitive? Like it's not.
Yeah, nobody's-
It's actually very.
Oh, dude, Christmas Day. If you fly on Christmas Day, forget it. You'll have the whole plane to yourself.
It's a breeze.
Yeah.
They usually give you free booze. I don't know what they're doing now with COVID, but I've flown on Christmas Eve and Halloween, and they'll give you free drinks on
Yeah.
those holidays.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to fly on Thanksgiving once.
Okay.
And empty plane, and they were like, "Look, your family hates you." I was like, "No, it's the opposite. I'm trying to get home.
Right.
You know, make a meal of it. So
Sure.
don't pull your skirt up and shit on me, stew." Because obviously the stewardesses love to be called that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this flash mob at Applebee's in New York City. Bob, pull that up. My God. So if you haven't been to New York City lately,
Is it the Applebee's in New York City
Yes.
or Cheesecake Factory? in New York?
Applebee's. What? Come on, dude.
I heard it was Cheesecake Factory, but it might be both.
Applebee's. Pull up the Applebee's in New York City. Don't you F me on this, okay?
Nobody's
Applebee's is.
effing you.
No, I'm being F'd by all of you. Okay? I've got a bunch of D's in my B hole because I'm getting F'd by all of you here.
I think it's Cheesecake Factory.
5 dudes in here.
I think you might.
There must have been
No.
an Applebee's somewhere else.
Applebee's is trending on Twitter right now.
So it may not be New York City. So Cheesecake Factory's in New York City. Where's the Applebee's located? That they
Damn it, man. There's so many D's in my B hole right now. I can't even
up,
take
bro.
this.
Okay.
I'm right.
Applebee's
Get on the
in-
fucking microphone and say that I'm right.
In where?
Get on
He's
for the
right,
audio
he's right,
listeners.
sorry.
Yes. God damn it, man.
In where? New York City.
Now I'm peed. Now I'm fucking peed. You put all your D's in my B hole trying to F me, and now I'm fucking peed, dude.
Fucking Google, man.
I know my Applebee's, god damn it. When I walk
Okay.
through the door, no. Jesse, put the video up on screen. Look at this. Multiple people arrested in New York City for trying to eat at an Applebee's without a vaccine pass.
And this is post Cheesecake Factory. They're
By the way, oh, good.
Go ahead. No, Bob, you first, because you fucked us on this.
I just wanted to comment that it's a good, diverse flash mob.
yeah, seems like a Copycat.
That's what Applebee's is. It brings all races together.
Yeah.
I bet you we could get the Klan and BLM to have a nice sit down with some pea skins, some potato skins at an Applebee's. That's what's going to end racism.
Yeah, is the Vax card something that's bringing us all together?
Gotta think.
No, it's the opposite. They're
Do you know what I
storming
mean?
the thing.
No, I'm saying like it's bringing them together and unifying on one, because he was saying it's a pretty diverse mob.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this.
Whereas
Look at that.
historically, if we're going against the vaccine card, I'm sorry, but they're going to look like you, Rob.
Look at that. Look at that. Whites and blacks getting along.
Together against.
Racism is what the media wants you to believe.
Yeah.
It's not real. It's not fucking real. God damn it,
That's
man.
not what I was.
Biggest boss move of all time. You roll into an Applebee's on a date, you order those chicken fajitas, the restaurant stops. You can hear that across the restaurant. You can see the smoke rising, and you can see like women clutching their pearls. Oh my God, who ordered the chicken fajita? Oh no, the restaurant has stopped. My
Right.
God, the potato skins. They've got a version of the bloomin' onion there. I don't know what the name of it is. Oh, I think it might be the bloomin' onion.
No, that's
No,
Outback.
that's Outback.
No, I'm sorry. It's called the Awesome Blossom.
Awesome Blossom.
Come on, man.
There you go.
Same exact thing.
One of them, we may be getting them.
Chicken or the egg. I don't know who's first. I'll give Applebee's the credit because they're American. Obviously, Outback is from Australia, and they brought their own bullshit over here. But hey,
That's right, yeah.
so I don't know.
Wallaby darn.
Well, I'll give them that.
Well, you guys know why I love Applebee's.
Why is that?
They're bringing cultures together with the cheeseburger quesadilla that you could get half off after 9 p.m.
Fuck you.
Trash.
Yeah, I just
Do
love
they
it.
Throw it
have a
right in the
cheeseburger
trash.
quesadilla?
It's a full cheeseburger patty inside a quesadilla crunch wrap with bacon and all your favorites.
God damn it.
Sliced in half, giving you some dipping cheese and chips.
Do we have to go
Throw
through
it
the
right in the
fucking
toilet
menu?
because that's
Dude.
where it's going. What?
Also, the closest Applebee's to here at 290 in Mopac. On the way,
Mopac Shakur?
on the way home to your guys' house, Jello shots.
What? Are you effing my beehole, dude?
No.
No.
Let's pull up this menu here real quick. Let's get into it. I've eaten at Applebee's a good 200 times in my life.
Brag. Go ahead.
Humbly. I humbly say that. My God, man. I'm going to go through this menu real quick.
Get you a good old-fashioned microwave steak.
I know. That's what
Hey, shut your mouth.
it just feels like.
Shut your fucking mouth.
just-
You didn't like Vince Young's steakhouse. That was some of the finest steak that I have.
Yeah.
You're not the go-to guy for steak anymore. Okay? Brew Hub pretzels and beer cheese dip. Jesse Wiseman. They should call that the Jesse Wiseman.
Yeah.
That's your fave. You
That's
just
my-
ordered that.
That's my jam. I
What was
order
it,
it
Sunday?
everywhere.
Sunday, we got that at the...
I order it everywhere.
Yeah. Bacon double cheeseburgers. Oh my God. They got a family bundle here that serves 6. 4 cheese mac and the cheese family bundle. And that's it's spinach. It's the spinach dip with cheese. You got the boneless wings in there. It's endless. It is fucking endless here. Don't sleep on their onion rings either.
Did you find the Awesome Blossom or the?
I'll get there. I'll get there. That mozzarella sticks, congratulations. It serves 6 to 8 for $24.99. Where can you get that at?
$24.99.
Call the neighbors. Invite them over tonight.
For
We're getting
fried cheese?
Yes, it's the. Have you had the mozzarella sticks there?
I've had mozzarella sticks, and I've never had one that's different than another one.
They're even better at Applebee's.
I'm sorry. Let's not sleep on their cocktails.
Exactly.
Oh, 100%. That's
we got
what
a
I
new
can get behind.
Bob. Can you pull up the Christmas signature cocktails here?
Yeah, the new strawberry Mary Swirl.
You're welcome.
And let's talk about how it's a frozen swirled holiday margarita
God
with
damn it.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson's ultra premium Termana
Wow.
Blanco tequila.
Give that applause. Hit that applause button right now.
Wow.
Terramana.
Catering?
It's a strawberry and melon liqueur swirl.
God damn it. Let's get into the new Tipsy Reindeer. That's their other holiday drink right now. Or if you wish you were in Hawaii, they got the blue Aloha Mana margarita. Now, mana is another popular phrase that The Rock uses literally every other fucking word. So I guarantee you that's dripping with Terramana as well.
For example, like
Por ejemplo?
Por ejemplo, how does it, i.e., how does he use it?
Oh, mana. Oh, mana. Oh, it's my life. Mana. I'm working out. Have a good workout. Mana.
So mana is
Cheers. Instead of cheers, it's mana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, in nerd culture, mana, M-A-N-A,
Yep.
describes your ability to cast magical spells.
Yep.
And you would have to recharge your mana in order to then
That's your
perform
soul.
more magic.
So he
That's
doesn't
your
probably
heart.
mean that, right?
That's your mana.
I think he does mean that.
No, he means it.
No, he means some like it's like a
Samoan
mahalo
thing.
or something.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. The Shark Bowl? Fuck you.
Now the Shark Bowl, that's a classic, right?
Fuck you, Applebee's. Now you're
had-
just teasing me.
They've had something like that for a while, where it's like a shareable bowl of booze, sugary booze.
Yep. I'm not even getting into the Blue Hawaiian Long Island iced teas. Never even heard of that before. I just got out of the hospital. I'm looking at this menu like a fucking old dog in Afghanistan just trying to find a loaf of bread. Just something to stay alive. If I was healthy right now, after the show, I would walk in for lunch, okay? It'd be packed, obviously. Have to probably sit at the bar, whoops, and I'd tell the bartender when he asked me, what would you like, sir? Would you like one of our specialty cocktails? I would like all of them. Line them up in front of me. Mana. And then I would bow or whatever the fuck The Rock does.
Right,
with
right.
my baggy Under Armour sweatshirt on. With, what's the Freedom Gym that he's always... Our son asked for it when we were at Dick's the other day. Paradise Gym, I think is what he calls it.
Is the Rock's gym?
The Rock has a gym that he's got on his property, and now his clothing line has the name of his property gym on it. That's when you've reached a height that you just don't care about life anymore. Where you're like, fuck it. Could I sell shirts with just my backyard gym on it? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
It's called Iron Paradise.
That's it.
Iron
Yes.
Paradise.
Yep. I was close. And you can buy the Iron Paradise shirts, and you're like, cool. Jax was like, hey, can we get is that The Rock? Can we get the Iron Paradise thing? And I was like, buddy, I don't really know if anybody would know what that is. It's The Rock's personal gym in his backyard.
It seems to be pet friendly, though. There's a picture of it here with a dog.
Is it? Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, it's just his backyard.
No, he's making the dog work out. Look at he's all strapped up with fucking weights and shit.
Well, you know, his dog's got to get it in as well.
It looks like he's about to chop the head off the dog, like it's tied up there. Did the dog do something?
Maybe he's going to hold the dog instead of the 75-pound dumbbell.
Why would The Rock have 5-pound weights in his own personal?
Probably for the ladies.
What ladies?
I think he's
Just comes with the
he
whole
just
set.
he just had a kid. He's married.
He's got a lot of machines and cardio equipment, it seems, in there, too. from
He's
this
got
picture
a
here.
he's got a Jared situation, by the
That's
way.
an actual.
Is he married?
So we were talking about this before we went on air about our buddy Jared Taylor, who lives with his ex-wife happily. There are 2 kids. His girlfriend lives there, and then an ex-girlfriend lives there now in the house. And it's a big, huge, happy family
Happy
house.
family, yeah.
And you were asking, does that work? Yes, it's worked for years for Jared, right? The Rock does the same thing. Not a lot of people know this. He was married to a super high-powered attorney who did all of the back-end shit. And her brother was like a high-end trainer, trains him. And there's like a team of like 4, I think there's relatives of the brother, and it's this team of like 5 or 6 people that got him to be The Rock, right? Well, something happened, and he had a kid with another lady. So
I thought they were
he ends up
broken or
getting
something.
divorced,
Okay.
right? Remarries, has a girl with this kid. Has a girl with this new lady, but didn't fire her. There was no mention of it in the press, nothing. The brothers are still the training partners. It is it's like a 12-person operation that keeps The Rock going all day long. And I get it. I follow him on Instagram. As busy as that motherfucker is, you really do need 12 or 14 people throughout the day to facilitate that schedule.
Now, I do have pictures of both his first and second wife, if you would like to see
Pop those up, exactly. So is that the first one?
This is the first wife, and then the second wife.
Oh, he went white, huh?
And I'll go back again to the first wife.
Huh.
And then back again to the second wife.
Okay.
No judgment being implied by
No,
myself.
not at all. Go back to the first again.
We could tell by your monotone.
Go back to the first. Is that your type, Giorgio?
How big's her yacht?
Yeah.
Big. She's high-powered.
In Miami.
Yeah, in Miami, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, then yes, sign me up.
That is
Sign me
your
up.
exact type.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he was hoping for something better facially.
When
but-
that's your type, you're going to have to make a couple concessions to get on the yacht.
Agreed.
It's not going to be perfect.
And I
Agreed.
think here, I could do this.
Oh, looky there. Can we get
Oh,
the
yeah, we get that
actual,
side by
like,
side?
She's like a bodybuilder.
She's
Okay.
A lawyer and a bodybuilder.
Okay,
I mean, I get that.
So Giorgio, you could do jujitsu with her.
Could wrestle in the sheets.
Yep.
Yeah, and on the mat, or just use the mat as a sheet.
And I could wrestle into a 6-figure bank account for expensing things.
Yes.
Could
Yeah,
you beat
you-
her in a fight?
No, she'd win every time, and I'd win in the boardroom.
But you could beat
Yeah, you're fine.
Amanda Nunes?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially after that performance she had last weekend.
Boy, that was the shocker of the world. Another shocker is Urban Meyer, which we're going to get to after we do some sponsors, Shabes.
Okay.
Who do we got today?
First and foremost, I think you know them. I think you love them. I think you sleep on them every night that you can. We're going to be going out of town, and
I ordered them to the house.
The pillows, right?
And the sheets.
Okay, because we need to have a little piece of ghostbed.com/drinking bros wherever we go. I think I need to have like a special bag that I can put pillows in when we go to like any hotel, anything like that, just so you kind of have that feeling. Hard to sleep without the premier bed in a box, delivered faster than other companies, better customer service and price. Right now, GhostBed is offering 40% off GhostBed bundles where you get a mattress and adjustable base. The adjustable base has all the bells and whistles, and the mattresses are all cooling, which is what all you guys need. Don't freaking lie. Or 30% off everything if you use the code DRINKINGBROS at ghostbed.com/drinkingbros, and you can use their pay-as-you-go program. 0 down, 0 financing plan for up to 60 months. You can be comfy and cozy tomorrow for like $30. No excuse. No excuses. Next up, we have Cardomax. You probably took some before the show because you're like, you're
doing it.
alphabeting all over
Yeah.
the place, Fing and D's and being and
There's so many people trying to put their D in my
D
B
in your
hole
B.
tonight.
Yeah.
I'm peed off.
Yeah. So kind of can tell that you had some Cardomax energy intensifier. It's a must sometimes to get through your day, whether it's in the middle of the day, whether that's how you get going in the morning, whether that's how you get to your evening workout, whatever it may be. Energy intensifier is liquid energy that uses the least amount of ingredients. So everything in there is just healthy energy, as well as B3, B6, B12 vitamins, caffeine, and BCAAs. Tastes great. The ingredients are healthy. I mean, come on. Buy a veteran and a drinking bro, Sean Matson.
Here it is right here. I tell you what, Nick, will you grab me a water so I can pour some of this in there? The immune booster is obviously what I've been taking since I got out of the hospital. So
Right.
I'm gonna rock that, and I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's okay, but just go ahead and check out. They have the immune booster on the site, but check out their energy intensifier. We have been pushing the blue raspberry pink lemonade. They have added grape and watermelon, so you really have no excuse. One of those will be your go-to favorite liquid energy flavor. Cardomax is offering Ross Patterson Revolution an exclusive offer, 30% off your next 4 orders. Go to cardomax.com and use promo code Nooners. That's CARDOMAX.com and use promo code Nooners, and you will get 30% off your next 4 orders. That's huge. That's cardomax.com.
Huge.
Huge, helping you achieve your max.
Huge. Jabes, we'll get to herbs, right? We have anybody else?
Huh?
We got anybody else?
We do.
Oh, fire away. I'm sorry.
That's all
I
right.
apologize, Shapes. Go ahead.
That's all right. Herbs.
Urban Meyer. Go ahead.
Oh, herbs. I need to get to your boy as well.
Yeah.
Benjamin Affleck. Yeah.
Oh, we will.
After herbs,
I'm on your side.
We'll go the rest of the show. We'll tease out a couple douchebags. How about
I'm on
that?
your side on that one.
How about that? Since you're listening to this show, I think it's safe to say that you love listening to podcasts. So, you'll find a ton of binge-worthy podcasts, including ours, on Amazon Music.
We made it.
Right.
We made it.
Amazon Music, it's not what you think of, right? When you're thinking of podcasts, but they are...
It's new.
It's new, but they are going full force. They have original content. They have everything that you want, and it's going to be free. So listen to the hilarious podcasts like ours.
Yep. Drinking Bros. Softcore History. They're all
Any
on
other
there.
ones you like. Even like Smartless, I think, has a deal with them. So
They do.
that's going to be free. So
2 weeks in advance.
on iTunes, if you see... a lot of the model on iTunes is going to subscription. So anytime you're trying to listen to something, even Smartless, you go to it, their episodes are actually subscription. So you have to go to that and subscribe. On Amazon, they're going to be free. So there's going to be a lot of those that you can't listen to on iTunes that you can actually listen to on Amazon. So I think you should just add it to your rotation as far as like, what I do is like iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, right? So that you can like have all of the podcasts that you want, and you don't ever have to pay for it because you freaking shouldn't. And no matter what you're listening, you can go hands free with Alexa. So you can go play, Ross's dumb show.
Yeah.
And it'll know that.
It'll know
You know
that.
what I mean?
It'll
It'll
know
know from just saying that.
Yeah.
So if you've never tried Amazon Music Unlimited, now is a great time. For a limited time, new customers can try Amazon Music Unlimited free for 3 months. No credit card required. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever signed up for anything that they didn't need my credit card, right?
Yeah.
Just go to amazon.com/Nooners. That's amazon.com/Nooners to try Amazon Music Unlimited for 3 months. Amazon.com/Nooners. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.
There you go. Julia Mongolia just gave us $20 for Pinecone Day.
For Pinecone
Shout out to
Day,
Jules.
Julia,
Shout out to Jules. Wait, real quick.
I need to give her a shout out, actually.
Go ahead.
Julia We say Julia Mongolia.
Yeah.
Because
The
that's
spelling. That's what it looks like.
it's her name.
Yeah.
And she's been here and said like, yeah, sorry, that's it.
Day
I
one
married
homie.
someone that like the last name makes my name even more hilarious.
Yeah.
And I love her for that. She was like, I don't even really like him. It just made my name funny. Anyway, she sent us 2 amazing like fresh wreaths to add to our wreath collection.
Yeah.
So it's from Lynch Creek Farms, and I think her boyfriend works for them or something. Anyways, amazing price and amazing fresh product. If you have
You said she was married.
boyfriend.
Okay.
Boyfriend married. Husband.
Yeah.
Maybe
Partner.
she has a boyfriend too.
Partner.
You know what? I don't.
Who cares?
Sorry.
Who knows?
Sorry if I'm
Let her
outing
live her
you,
life,
Julia.
dude. Yeah, let her live her life.
Just kidding. Whatever. Her husband. And I told her that I would shout it out, and she was like, I don't know if my husband's boss would like that. And I was like, well, doing it anyways.
Too bad.
Just saying thank you. But it's a good way to like add that fresh smell because everyone has a fake tree.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to add that fresh smell without having to get a whole tree and the pine leaves everywhere or whatever. So thank you, Julia. You're the best. It really brightened my day and put me in the spirit. Now what?
There you go. Amazon Music, which you were mentioning a second ago. It's got all of our podcasts and 75 million songs, including Bruce Springsteen's Breaking News. The working man Springsteen, just sold his entire music catalog for $500 million. Whoa. $500 million. So if I hear your working man
where?
bullshit anymore, take your fucking iron lunch pail and stuff it up your ass, you fucking cocksucker. He's been riding that trope for 40 fucking years.
Well, Ross, this is just what goes to show you when you stay committed to something. When you work
Working man,
hard.
I'm a working man.
Yeah.
I got $500 million and some other bullshit 'Cause I'm the working man.
For his entire catalog, though, like think about that.
Entire catalog,
that's the
500
entire catalog.
million. Everything you work so hard for to go against the man. Now you're like, fuck it. Sony. Nice Japanese company for the working man. Oh, man, born in the USA. Selling it to Japan.
Well,
Sony's Japan, right? Japan
we
or
like-
China?
We like Japan.
Yeah, we're fine with Japan. We're not fine with China. Either way, born in the USA is going overseas. You know, you'll be able to karaoke that for free now. No residuals for the boss. He's not going to get another cent off of that.
He's not in my range, so it doesn't really.
You know what's
affect
funny?
me.
Most of these artists that are selling these catalogs are all right around 73, 75, and they're just like,
Smart.
time to cash out. I agree.
So
I just
they
wonder.
they got both the heyday of the music industry,
Yeah,
and this last
Yep.
part.
Yeah.
Good for them. It's
crazy.
I say good for him.
you take somebody like Taylor Swift re-recording all of her music. We were popping that up in the car for our kids the other day. She has the right to re-record all of her music and re-release it, which she has. However, in not parentheses, I'm blanking. These.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are these at the end of Bob?
Brackets or something.
Parentheses?
They are
No,
parentheses.
parentheses is this.
No, that's air quotes.
Okay, correct. Parentheses. Every version has to say Taylor's version. So if you pop that up on iTunes or Apple Music or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
you'll see the version that's the company bought, and then you'll see her version that she re-recorded. So that way, you're supporting her if you click Taylor's version. So let's say you want to listen to Blank Space. You got to click Taylor's version versus the other
good one?
Yeah.
Okay. They should have the good one and Taylor's version.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be Scooter. What if Scooter put the good one in front?
The good one would be awesome. He can do whatever he wants. It's his catalog. Scooter Braun.
Scooter cuts only.
Scooter cuts.
That's the rule in my house. Scooter cuts
yeah.
only.
Hell yeah.
Because we like, because part of her whole thing is fucking nostalgia.
Yeah.
Don't
And your
start.
voice changes
Don't
over
start.
the years. I mean, you can go back to day one of the first Drinking Bros podcast. My voice changes. Everybody's does the more and more you use it, obviously, over the years. But the working man, $500 million. Sleep tight in your trailer in New Jersey, and you're wringing your hands out in your knit cap, and you don't know where your next meal's coming from.
Right.
Working man. Fuck you, Bruce Springsteen.
Right.
I'm glad you got the bag. Shit, just come out and be like, dude, I'm so fucking rich. I don't have to carry this lunch pail anymore. You know?
Yeah.
I don't have to make my own panini at my house before I leave in the morning.
Saying any of
I can put the goddamn parrot away because I'm not going into the coal mine anymore, or the canary. I fucked that up
canary.
yesterday. I'll fuck it up again today. Yes, somewhere in New Jersey, you're going to see a canary flying overhead. That's Bruce's fucking coal mine canary that he finally let out today for
Right.
$500 million. Speaking of which, somebody else got close to that dollar amount, and that's Urbs. Urban Meyer got fired. Now, this is not a sports show. However, when it touches on entertainment, we will.
Right.
And specifically Succession for me on this one. Everything that he did to get fired and the rumors that were coming out was exactly like Mr. Roy. What's his first name in that?
Logan.
Logan Roy. It's exactly like that. He called one of the first straw was obviously the bowling ball to the 21-year-old at the old bar that he owns in Columbus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Bob had a great tweet this morning about the pink slips. Read aloud.
This was Urban Meyer's second pink slip of the year.
Yeah, nailed it.
You came up with that yourself?
Last night. I was impressed. I thought he had it in his
Off the
draft.
cuff.
Off the cuff.
Bob.
Fired it out.
Check his drafts after this.
Bob.
Check his drafts.
There's a reason
Great one. It's
why
great.
we have him on the ones and twos.
Tweet of the day, hands down. What's your Instagram handle?
Rob Fox 3 spelled out.
All right, follow that. It's funny. So is Delco Dan's. What's yours?
Dan Regester.
Okay.
Yeah.
It should be Delco Dan, but whatever. Live your life, bro.
I have my name.
Gay. What's
I
your own
have my
fucking name,
name.
dude? Get
I
your
don't
fucking
use
D
it,
out of your
though.
B-hole, bro. With Herbs, he got fired, 13 games into a 17-game season. That's a record for a new coach. Couldn't let him go the last 4 games? No, you had to get him out of there. But you got to pay him off. That contract was hefty. So Urban's walking out of there with the bag. Now, the reason for the firing this week was a couple stories that I don't have a fucking problem with. One, he called all of his coaches, everybody on staff, into the boardroom, and he went down the list. He went down the person by person and said, "Why are you a fucking loser? Why have you never won anything in your life? I've won everywhere I've gone. I've won a championship everywhere I've gone.
Not true anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Because he got 13 games, okay? It's his fault for firing these losers anyways, but still.
Hiring them.
Yeah. But still, going down the row and asking everybody why they're a fucking loser, I don't have a problem with. I don't. You make that much money and you're in that high pressure of a gig, congratulations, that's what it is. You're getting paid to win, nothing else. So if you're fucking up, congratulations. Now, Urban fucked up by hiring these losers.
And he didn't win either.
Yeah, he didn't win because of who he hired. So that's his fucking problem too, right?
Right.
That's his problem too. Now, the last straw was yesterday. There was a kicker named Josh Lambo who claimed that while he was stretching, warming up for the game, Urban kicked him and said, "Hey, dipshit, you better not miss any field goals today." Mm-hmm. I don't have a fucking problem with that either. He missed 3 field goals the game before. He got fired.
We do have a Instagram story from his daughter. Today.
There we go. What do we got?
Whose daughter?
Pop it up. Is that Urban's?
This is
Herbs?
Urban Meyer's daughter.
Read aloud.
Gigi. The enemy, aka the world, really doesn't want to see good people win. And you can argue whether my dad is a good person or not based on what you see in the media. Super reliable source of info, as we know. Anyone who truly knows us knows how incredible he is as a person, and the world hates any platform we have. So he's going to create chaos to destroy it. Little does he know he's making it stronger. It's not over. Keep watching. And then she had another story that said, the enemy wants us to crumble and crawl into a hole, but I think you just released the Kraken in me.
Yeah.
So this is another case of just like, stop talking.
Fuck it.
Stop talking.
So here's the real truth about Urban Meyer. Because again, we've got. Wow, I think I might have said this on another show. So I'm not spilling. I'm not speaking outside of school. We're spilling beans all over the floor, like in Canto or anything like that. Is that the movie?
Which one?
Encanto?
The newest
Yeah.
one?
Yeah. I'm not spilling beans all over the floor.
Encanto.
Encanto.
Is it really?
Encanto.
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
They spill beans on the floor in that?
Or were you
I haven't seen
talking
it.
about what's the one that our friend was in? Our son was watching it.
Oh, yeah. The Dia de los Muertos one.
It was really fucking
Coco.
good.
Coco, yeah.
Coco was great.
One of
It
our
was
best friends was in
awesome.
that. She was one of the voices. Alana Eubach, shout out to her. But with this and all of this shit, Urban as a person, because one of my good friends owns those restaurants with him, they're co-owners of 3 of those fucking things in Columbus. They're beautiful. They do well. You've been to one of them. They're awesome. Urban as a person outside of football is rad. Like, that's the dude you would hang out with. Hilarious, fun, great guy, all of it. So what she's saying is true on that portion of it. Urban, the coach, though, we've heard about behind the scenes for years that he was a fucking asshole, throwing water bottles at people, pens, clipboards, all this shit because he wanted to win. When you're getting paid that much money to win, again, I don't really have a problem with it. We live in a fucking pussy society. And when I interviewed Bobby Knight on this show years ago, 2-3 years ago, whenever that was, I told him face to face, I was like, I had no problem with you choking that kid. Like, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like he held him down. It wasn't like a Poirier getting choked out from behind. You know what I'm saying? It was a little light choke, and it was like the kid needed to get his shit together. Okay? If a coach did that to our son and he was fucking around, I wouldn't have a problem with it, nor would I go to the goddamn media and say, hey, get this guy fired and fucking crazy. It's like, no, dude, you got to fucking learn. That's what you're there to do. So I don't have a fucking problem with it. The rest of the world does. And kicking the kicker, I guess, was the final
I
straw.
think the problem is that, he is making a lot of money, right? Mm-hmm. And that's on the line. But he's like throwing water bottles and kicking people that aren't making any.
In the ass. No, they're making millions. Millions of
College?
dollars.
Is he college?
No, not in college. Well, they are now. All the college kids are making millions now, but they weren't.
Sure.
They weren't when they were doing it, but that's what hardcore coaches do. Like, shit, man. I had a fucking coach choke me out in high school, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, but we all can see why.
Yes, and that's the thing. You can see why with all of these programs, to be honest with you. So if you want to win and be the best, I don't know a nice coach who's done it. Maybe Dabo Sweeney, I guess.
No.
Right?
But not really, right?
Behind the scenes, he's probably a cocksucker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dabo sucks.
So you're in agreement, like that's not a bit, like you really think he's that guy behind the scenes?
Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
slept with his mom in college, like in the same bed.
Well, there you have it.
Weird
I
vibes.
was
Weird
like-
vibes from that place.
There you have it. There you have it. But again, call him like you see him. Same thing with Ben Affleck, right? Love him. Clearly, he's behind me. He's back. He's on drugs again. Amped about that. However, when you're on drugs, don't go on Howard Stern.
I think
Don't go on Howard Stern.
I don't even think it's drugs. I think when you are a douche, when you deep down, again, I've said a million times, like just be quiet and let people make their own assumptions of you. It's going to be way better than what you actually are, right? So like if he just stayed quiet and just took pictures with J-Lo, we'd kind of be like, all right, man. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't work out with Jeniffer Garner. I see you with her and the kids. Fine. Just let that be. But he is such a fucking douchebag that he can't let it go. He literally thinks everybody in the world gives a shit.
Craig Zaleski just gave us $200
Craig.
and said, I buy your love, Ross and Jables. Here's for my OG Nooners.
How?
Happy Pine Cone Day. And Gulag, Timmy D, peace out. Dude.
Peace out. Are you leaving, Craig?
Not sure. Either way, thanks, Craigers. We appreciate
Maybe he has to
it.
go to work.
Maybe. Who
I mean,
knows?
he is rich now.
Yeah. So with Ben Affleck, he goes on Stern, and he was asking about the divorce with him and Jennifer Garner. Stern
Who knows
was.
what he was asking about? Basically, we started talking about drinking.
Yes. Yeah. And
Alcoholism.
So, yeah. And he said, being married to Jennifer Garner made me drink, essentially.
I drank because I was trapped in my marriage and I needed to stay for the kids and I wasn't happy and I didn't know what to do. So I drank a bottle of scotch and passed out on the couch, which isn't good. So it's not taken out of context. It's even if you listen to it before and after, it's exactly what he's saying. He wasn't happy, trapped.
And the internet came
He
after
was
him.
trapped in his marriage, and that's why he drank. Not at all I can help you with that, Ben. Like, I can help you. He did this speech. Remember his speech to Jennifer Garner back in the day when they were married?
Yeah.
Where it was just like, the whole thing was just a fucking train wreck.
It was the Oscar speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
Classic.
And she was just like, God fucking damn. There's no other way to take it. And you are such a douche and such a narcissist, thirsty piece of shit, alcoholic asshole that you can't even see beyond what that might do to the people that you've already hurt in your life, right? So I'll help you with this, Ben, a little bit. I've always been an alcoholic. I've been an alcoholic piece of shit my whole life. It's just my thing. It's genetic. I've been doing it since Good Will Hunting. And I got into a situation where I was in a real marriage, that was normal and good. And my alcoholic, coke, gambling, smoking ass couldn't fucking be in a real live,
marriage,
normal marriage with good people and good kids. And so I just made it even worse because I couldn't be who I really was.
And that's
okay, Ben?
Yeah.
You get how that kind of puts the onus on you and your alcoholic ass instead of making your kids feel like you were unhappy with them and trapped, and your wife that drives you to fucking Jack in the Box with Paps following you and taking you to rehab over and over again and still not saying a fucking word about your shit. And we all know I don't love Garner, right? I think she's great. I think she's a person
Couldn't be
that
nicer.
I probably wouldn't hang out with, right? Because she wears 100 SPF, you know.
It's who I picture Bob with. You know, just super nice, super kind. Both have the same skin, where they got to
both
put a
putting
big
on
SPF.
100 SPF.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Big
no.
hats
She
at the
loves
beach.
musicals.
Yeah. Oh no. I wouldn't ever want to be with Garner. I mean, she's great, right? I probably wouldn't like have a good time with her in the same way that Ben didn't, because I'm gonna want to do shots, and she's gonna be like, "We have to go home to the kids," and I'm gonna be like, "Bitch, what's wrong with you? Let's
Yeah.
fucking party."
Yeah.
And that's the only reason. But she's fine and way better than both me and Ben, like in life. She's just like
She's
a
the
better
nicest person of all time. Yeah.
So, and he just cannot fucking stop.
It doesn't make sense to me because again, his kids are older than ours, and it's like, dude,
16, 12, 9, like
they're gonna hear this and be like, "Hey, dude, what the fuck?"
And here's the thing, if it was the other way around, which I don't love doing, but if it's the other way around and a girl said, I was drinking a lot because I was trapped in my marriage, what is the first thing that you're going to think about what her husband was like, right? What's the first thing you're going to think? He was awful.
Yeah.
He was keeping her in the marriage. She was trapped,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. If you say that ever, the first thing people are going to think is that your partner was doing something
Yeah.
or wasn't good enough or couldn't be what you needed them. You know what I mean? It puts it on them. So she's a fucking saint. She still hasn't said anything.
She probably won't.
She won't, because that's how badass she is. And she's going to let him, again, go on Jimmy Kimmel last night and try and fix it. But what do we know about trying to fix something when you've already said too much and you're on Adderall, like massive amounts of Adderall, cigarettes, whatever else he's on? You're just going to make it worse.
I think he's on more than that.
It has to be something that you can function on. Like, it has to be something that his doctor gave him, and then he just kind of takes a little bit too much.
I think he's on oxys. That's my guess.
It's weird.
We saw him on the red
because
carpet
it's
the other night with that presser.
slow Yet manic. So like it's a slurred, fast talking thing, right?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
So maybe he's legally 8-balling,
Who knows?
speedballing.
Who knows?
Whatever whatever that's called.
Who knows? By the way, we tried to watch that Von Dutch thing on Hulu
It
documentary.
was just too low budge.
Couldn't get into it. Stop doing that shit, Hulu. And these 4-part, 5-part, 6-part things, these docs that should be just an hour. It's Von Dutch, for Christ's sakes. Like, we know what that is. I don't need 4 parts of that bullshit. I watched the first one and I was like, all right, cool. I'm all done here. The question that everybody's asking today, there was an article written about Bass Pro Shops. Is Bass Pro Shops the new Von Dutch? Because everybody's wearing these fishing hats now. I've seen them everywhere. Have you?
The people are wearing the Bass.
Bass Pro Shops, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a picture of Jake Paul in
Kinda
this,
like
this
Carhartt,
article.
though.
Yeah, you gotta support the brand, Ross.
Yeah, it's just like
You know, if
it's
you're
like
if you're,
an
if you're
ironic thing.
yeah, if you're out there lifting, if you're hunting, if you're doing guy stuff,
Yeah, but you're not.
you're not. But you got
But
the
like,
hat.
yeah, you're trying to
Feel like you are.
give a wink.
Yeah.
Give a wink to it.
Yeah.
But I was surprised to see the Von Dutch thing, but I have seen a lot of the Bass Pro Shops hats,
Yeah.
like up and about, and I'm like, oh shit, all right, cool. Who wears the pink one all the time? We were out that Post Malone gig. Tyler Yahweh, he was wearing the pink one.
Yeah. It was perfect.
He looked cool on him.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
And it was before the wave as well.
Yeah. But a lot of people were in the Bass Pro Shops hat.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of that shitty documentary we watched of Von Dutch.
I think it reminds me more of the Carhartt situation.
I would wear a Von Dutch hat today. Would you?
For irony?
Just to do it. I think we're
Because-
past the point. I think we're past the point of irony anymore.
Where it's actually cool?
I think you could make it cool again, yes. I think you could have a resurgence of it.
Like a body glove or something?
No. I just, there's
How would
something
that
to that.
work?
You know that, pull up the denim hat.
The what?
The denim hat.
The denim hat.
Yeah, it was like
The
a
Von Dutch
it was Von
denim?
Dutch blue denim hat, the original one with the red writing on it. Yeah, there it is, top right. Boom. God, it's still there. Look at that. I'd wear that.
Oof. Okay.
I'd wear that out, and I think I'd get away with it. Nobody would give a shit. I think people would get a good chuckle, but they'd be like, "Oh fuck, where can I get one? Where
I
can I
would
get
be
one?"
too worried.
About
It not being ironic enough.
send it. What are they? Fucking $8?
You can buy your own.
I'll buy my own.
Yeah. No one's sending you a Von Dutch.
No, I'm not saying send it in. I'm saying full send. Let's go.
Oh, full
I'm gonna
send, let's go.
send it in, dude. Let's
Okay.
go. I want to fucking wear that thing.
You have to say that a lot when you're wearing it.
Yeah.
Full send.
Full send. Let's go.
Like about everything.
Everything. Full
Even
send.
when it's not.
Von Dutch. Yeah. 1950s tattoo artist. Von Dutch. What are you doing with your life?
Right.
Fucking loser.
Right.
What's Carhartt? I don't know if I know what Carhartt is.
So Carhartt was, yeah. So Carhartt was like an actual, what was it?
It was like a agriculture.
Yeah. I was going to say
clothing,
like farming, so it was actually stuff that people were using. Kind of like Bass Pro Shops where it's like you didn't go there
Pull it up.
unless you really like hunted and fished, right? And then somehow someone turned it into something that was cool. Now if you go on Carhartt's website, like it's all just like models,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
It got really popular. There's
Yeah.
actually a great tweet that it's one of my favorite tweets I've seen this past years. Everyone wants to wear Carhartt till they got to do Carhartt shit.
yeah, till you have to actually like go out in the mud and
farm.
like milk the cow or
Well,
whatever.
The jackets are really expensive because they're durable on the outside and keep you like very warm
They're,
and
like,
comfortable on the
amazing.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these are just the best jackets of all time, especially when you're trying to stay warm or out in the morning on the farms.
Yeah.
And I guess them having a high price tag made it cool. I think
Made
that's
it cool.
because it cost money.
Yeah.
I guess.
I think it was like same with, Patagonia or Bass Pro Shop stuff where it's like it has to work, so it has to be really expensive. And there is a certain sector of like, if it's expensive, it must be like,
Carhartt, huh?
it will, it's like a Yeti.
Sure.
Yeti doesn't need to be $5 million for a cup.
Well, look. Yeah, the cups are crazy. The fucking coolers are insane.
They're insane, but they don't need to be $5 million.
Anybody
but
have
that
a
adds
Yeti
to
here?
the cachet.
Back there?
No, I actually had to buy a cooler for Thanksgiving because my whole family was in. We didn't have enough room in the fridge, so I needed like a beer cooler.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, just get a Yeti. We need a Yeti. And I was like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking
Seriously.
Yeah.
Why don't I show you the price tag of what like
a
the
whole paycheck.
size Yeti that we need? And why don't you tell me if I should buy it or
It's
not?
a whole paycheck.
Didn't we get a couple delivered to the office with some different sports
No.
brands on them?
That was Igloo.
all those Igloo.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Pelican.
Oh, Pelican, yeah.
Pelican. Okay.
Yeah.
Either way.
Which is fine. It's just the same.
Yeah, you just get a plastic igloo cooler. You put ice in it. Like, we're not going fishing for 4 days.
Exactly.
Like, it's
That's the difference.
it's ridiculous.
Is like you don't need the Yeti unless you're doing Yeti shit. And very few people are doing Yeti shit, right?
So I walked out of Dick's when I was checking out of Dick's Sporting Goods, which is the worst name for a fucking store of all time. I don't even care
You
if that's
love
your real
saying
name.
it.
Just change it.
You
Whatever
love
your
saying
last
it.
name is. Unless your last name is Dick's, and that's unfortunate. But when I was checking out, they had Yeti backpacks, kind of like over the shoulder for moms, you know?
Oh, it's a cooler though, right?
Yes, it's
I
a
was
cooler.
trying to get, back in the day, I was trying to get one of those
$300.
for my dad. And then I was like, Dad, I don't love you that much. But
$300 for
Yeah.
it maybe
It
would
was
fit
so
12
badass, though.
drinks if you topped it off. Yeah, it's sweet. But it's like, hey, all right, cool. The day the seltzer sells or any of this shit sells, and I'm just gonna put a huge Yeti. It'll just be 2 Yetis up on the desk. And
Filled.
I'll do the show over it like that.
Yeah.
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 And be like, ooh, you rich?
Sorry.
Yeah. It's stuff like that where it's like just seeing the jacket. Like if Giorgio had that jacket right now, you would know that he's fucking rich.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
stuff-
I'm rich, but I'm not trying to show it off, but I am trying to show it off.
Yeah.
I don't know that Georgia would ever buy anything for himself. I think it would all go into crypto or something like that.
I don't have any
Or
crypto right now, which is
equipment.
sad. But I do have a dark green Carhartt jacket like that when I was living in the mountains of Colorado that I wore a lot.
But you were doing Carhartt shit.
Kinda.
Well,
You're living in the mountains.
he was cold. He was
Yeah.
a little cold.
I think my parents bought it for me because they wanted me to do Carhartt shit. Like
Right.
my dad does Carhartt
and then
shit.
you just went to the bar, like, check out my fucking Carhartt.
I actually felt like I was appropriating it. I couldn't wear it for a while because I thought people would assume I was blue collar. And I was like, no. I'm not one of these
yeah.
white collar people. Like, I
There's
need to
also the
feel-
danger of that, too.
I felt that way about cowboy boots for a long time here.
Yep. Yeah, people would assume that you're just like, hick or like, and I'm like, no, I can't
Or
be
from
that.
California.
Right. It's like, no.
Just moved here.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't know me. James, we got a crime corner today?
I do.
Do we?
Yeah.
Is it a cream corner? There it is.
No. It's not a cream.
Yes. God, that fucking, when that song plays, 6 to midnight, that penis goes up.
It is a Texas corner, though.
Whoa. Deep in the heart. Go ahead.
We just did.
We
the
did
last one
Charles.
We did.
Well, we talked about Charles Bond. Go ahead. Fire away. Who cares?
Yeah.
Live your life.
Wrestler banned for stabbing referee in the head, but claims he didn't know victim was hurt. So I don't know
Yes.
if we can show the video, but like wrestling star Hannibal, is that somebody? Is it like a lower circuit?
What
That's
circuit?
a local circuit.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a local circuit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's where you're able to like stab people in the head, right? In the local. If I've learned anything from The Wrestler with
Sure.
Mickey Rourke, it's that like the local sector is like the hardcore one because they're just trying to like, they're so thirsty. Hannibal has been banned by World Class Pro Wrestling after repeatedly stabbing a referee. If we can put that up.
Yeah, put the
a
picture
referee in the head. Hannibal, who's real, I mean, he has a spike and he is literally, it's the kind of thing where you go like, oh my gosh, it looks so real.
So,
You're not getting that type of acting in Fort Worth.
yeah.
No.
But here's the thing that happens a lot in wrestling. That move is used, and I wonder if he thought there was an agreement before of like, hey, you can stab the ref in the forehead.
I'm sure there was, but
What are they saying?
so Hannibal, whose real name is Devin Nicholas, defeated fellow star Carlito. The referee Lando Del Toro with a
So he
Carlito
was Mexican?
before turning on the referee, who was Lando Del Toro, with a spike, leaving a pool of blood in the ring.
Yeah.
So
Do a video.
He also
that we can show.
Hannibal
be- there
we
has
go.
a YouTube channel with 306,000 subscribers.
Fuck yes,
What?
dude. It's way more than us. Let's go.
Hannibal.
He's stabbing people in the head. I can't say the word vaccine on this show or we're going to get shut down on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
So why'd you say it?
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. We'll show, because we're about to show somebody getting stabbed. Go ahead. Show this clip.
Oh, no.
Okay.
The referee looks like
Oh.
he's acting.
Sure. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, he's acting.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Is he
Oh, is he biting his?
Sucking
Yeah.
the poison out?
No, this is some real shit, guys. I would go to this
Ooh,
show.
yes.
But-
I've been to these.
This is happening at a bar where like not everyone even knew.
Fuck yes.
Oh, and he's like, for real choking him, guys.
Look at this girl in the back seeming very disturbed a second ago.
Is she?
Yeah. Look. Oh, that's blood.
And
Hang on. What do
now
we got?
He's trying to stop him.
Hey, you should probably stop
He's like, she has to stop him, literally.
It's a lot of blood. Can I go ahead and say, Jesse, that I think this is the first staged crime corner we've ever had, where I think that there was an agreement to get popularity to this.
Also, you know how wrestlers bleed, right?
Yeah.
Like in WWE and everything.
Forehead.
They have little razors that they cut themselves with.
Correct.
Yeah, I do. Like I said, I've learned everything I need to know from The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke. Because I figured that was basically a documentary in my mind. But the terrifying scene left Del Toro in agony whilst Nicholas seemed unaware of the harm. Following severe injuries to his head, the referee was rushed to the hospital and had his skull stapled. So it wasn't, I know they do like the cuts, but he had a stab in his fucking skull. Okay?
Yeah. That happens.
No, it doesn't.
It does. Gulag Gangbang.
He then took to Twitter to confirm
Great name.
he was back home recovering.
Gulag Gangbang said it was a stunt gone wrong. So, look, I love all this shit. Everybody knows I'm AE-dub. I live in an AE-dub nation. I was watching it last night. One of my faves was on there, the Hangman. Cowboy shit, where the whole crowd just chants cowboy shit, the whole entire thing. Champion of the world. The match was 1 hour. It's a 2-hour show. This match went 1 hour. He's bleeding everywhere. You walked in on it.
Yeah,
Guy's bleeding everywhere.
But that's like
Razor blade shit, right? But that's part of the magic of it. And I think he probably thought he was in on it, and it probably got a little out of hand. I think this might be a stage one, and he'll probably be able to get out of this charge. Did he go to prison? Did he go to jail?
No, he put out an apologetic video pleading his innocence, claiming he was unaware that Del Toro was struggling in pain. The wrestler said what happened. This referee was supposed to bleed from razor blade cuts.
Yes.
I assume he actually cut himself with the razor blades. So.
Yep, that's the trick.
And again, that I know, but he gave no indication to me, and people can watch the footage. Zero indication to me in the ring that he wasn't selling and was legitimately hurt. So he's saying that what he was doing was just acting, and I guess that's the danger of it, right?
It is.
If he had told me he was getting hurt, I would have stopped.
So there's some shit in AEW where I'm positive those motherfuckers got hurt and it was an accident. They kept going, and that was part of the bit. But yeah, man, when you start using razor blades and all that shit to cut your head open and throwing each other on top of barbed wire and tables,
somebody's gonna get hurt.
Somebody's gonna get hurt eventually,
and you're not gonna know because people are trying to act.
Yes, and I saw a girl get knocked unconscious at one of those during the commercial break. They had to get her out of there on a for real ambulance. When it was just like, all right, cool.
But then, yeah.
And some people didn't know if it was real or fake. I did, because the producers were fucking screaming because I was sitting right behind them. And they were like, get the medical team in there and get her. You need to get her out of there because you have a 2.5 minute break. And it's
but then
just
you don't even know if that's real. Do you know what I mean?
I don't.
You literally don't.
I've seen a producer freaked out.
Far, yeah.
It was like a producer on Rust freaked out, where they were just like, oh my God.
So he was banned by World Class Pro Wrestling. I don't think there's any jail time, but he's banned from his job.
Well, look, he's not going to be able to make $45 on a Friday night anymore, but if he's got 306,000 YouTube subscribers, maybe he can parlay that into something bigger.
And then do you have the picture, Bob, of the guy, Lando Del Toro? He's like at home. It's in that same...
you think he was named after Lando Calrissian?
It's in the mirror.
There we go.
So like that.
Those are staples just from fourth grade. That's just a stapler. You pull it open and boom, you're popping that in yourself.
No, I mean, he's in the hospital, but yeah.
It's a lot of blood. Mm-hmm. Well,
now a head wound, as we know, bleeds a lot.
Yeah.
But you don't normally need to put staples in the brain, do you? In the skull, not in the brain.
So it's usually due to the depth of the wound is why you would have to use staples versus
so where
stitches.
it's actually...
Yeah, and because the skin's so tight there, the stitches usually rip out.
If you don't, it will literally split.
Yeah,
open.
yeah. So this looks like deep puncture wounds from whatever he was
from
holding.
The spike,
Yeah.
So,
NBD.
Both
maybe he had his own shit going on. Maybe he needed to show a vaccine card to get into Applebee's. I don't know what was his name, Mysterio?
Hannibal?
Yeah, I don't know what Hannibal was going through. You know what I'm saying?
He did seem really mad at this guy, didn't he?
Yeah. Look at the referee looks like a cocksucker anyways. Maybe he had it coming. We don't know.
Yeah, he looks like a Zimmerman.
I'm going to stand by Hannibal on this one until further notice. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right?
No, I mean, it's fine. It's just fucking crazy.
It's
Gotta
a bold
get him
stance.
on the show.
Get him on the show. The ref or Hannibal?
Hannibal. Gotta hear his side of the story.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, we fucking should.
If he's in Texas, he can hop on down the bunny trail here.
Yeah, I mean, this match or whatever was in Texas. Not really sure where he lives, but yeah.
I can tell you they're local. You're not traveling from Maryland to hop into a ring for $45 on a Friday. That's not a thing. So I stand by Hannibal until further notice. I want that on the record. Jabes,
Word up.
happy Pine Cone Day.
Thank you so much, and to you.
Oh.
And to you as well.
And to all a terrible night. Okay? It's all day long. Watch for pine cones, kids. Leave your shoes on. It's my put your Carhartt shoes on. They make shoes? Good. Goddamn, put the Carhartt shoes on, okay? It's going to be real prickly out there the rest of the day on Pine Cone Day.
Known for their shoes, but yeah.
And go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a review. That is all the advertisers care about. Jabes, you look beautiful today.
Thanks.
Happy Pine Cone Day. Stay safe.
And to you, sir.
I know you're making pine cone stew for me when I come home tonight. Can't wait to have a nice big batch of it. Have those prickly sticks
the throat and
going
the
down my
lungs.
old windpipes.
Yeah, you should probably sit out this Pine Cone Day, but you refuse. So,
Well, I'm true to this.
yep.
Jimmy Tree Legs, everybody. For Jimmy Tree Legs, happy Pine Cone Day. Good night, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Who cares?